reserve 4 classes, and in addition, we go to Columbia Basin Community College, Reed College, the University of New Mexico, and we also visit Portland State University in an attempt to try and learn more about the similarities and differences of higher education in Japan and the US. Our next group is going to teach us about money in Japan. Please welcome, well, one moment. Please welcome Anna Obayashi, Ayaka Orikasa, and Naoka Oka.
Money, 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 must be funny in the rich man's world.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming today to learn about Japanese money changing hands. My name is Ayaka. These are my co-presenters, Naoka and Anna. By the way, do you like money? Which do you prefer, bills, coins, or their histories? As you do, we love money.
First, Naoko will tell you about history of Japanese money. Then, Ayaka will discuss Japanese coins. Finally, I will explain Japanese paper money.
Let me begin with history. I'm Naoko, and have you ever thought about the background of money which is in your wallet now? No. Even if money is small enough to put in a wallet, it has a big history. I'd like to tell you about history of Japanese money, kan-e-tsuho, and money of the world. First, history of Japanese money. In the 17th century Japan, there were 3 kinds of money and also the people who used this money. 3 kinds of money were gold, silver, and copper coins, and all of them were coins because there was no paper money system yet. The most expensive money was gold coins, and they were valued and divided by size. In Japanese, ko means small, and o means big. So they were called koban and oban. The second most expensive money was silver coins, and they were divided not only by size but also by weight. So at that time, most merchants had the scales with them. Copper was the cheapest but used the most. Kan-e-tsuho, the name of copper coin, was the most common. These 3 kinds of money were created and used until the 17th century Japan. Then, how about the people? There was a clear system of social status, and the highest status people who used gold coins were generals, shogun in Japanese, and popular kabuki actors. At that time, shogun could use $1,260,000 per year. And the popular kabuki actors earned $600,000 per year. The second highest status people who used silver coins were city governors and warriors, samurai in Japanese. At that time, they earned about $20,000 per year. Copper was used by the common citizens, and they earned only $8,000 per year. But prices were also low for their markets, so it was enough for them. So the difference of social status caused not only the difference of lives, but also of money. And this is a unique culture of ancient Japan. Second, kan-e-tsuho. There is an interesting story of kan-e-tsuho and also the city which is trying to prosper itself by using kan-e-tsuho. From now, I'll ask my friends to give you real kan-e-tsuho, so please take one of them each. As I said before, it was the most common copper in the 17th century, which was called Edo era. And it was first produced in 1626, but surprisingly, until the law about the uniformity of money was set in 1953, it was used. And because of this long history, there is a folklore and the sun picture which is related to the folklore. In Japan, there is Shikoku, which has 4 prefectures in it. And in Shikoku, there is Kagawa Prefecture, and Kanonji City is there. In the 17th century, there was a general whose name was Iemitsu Tokugawa. And he ordered to make Kanetsuho, but one day he decided to visit Kanonji City. And it was such a big news because generals were like presidents. So the people who had this news decided to honor him with something special, and the one connection between commoners and generals was the Kanetsuho. So they all gathered and made a huge sun picture, which is 400 feet wide and 300 feet long. Today, we can still see such a big Kanetsuho in Kanonji City. In same Kanonji City, there is a project to prosper the city. And because of this project, in that city, there are a lot of manholes with the marks of Kanetsuho on them. And this project also involves shopping with ancient coins. We can buy 10 Kanetsuho for 300 yen, it's about $3, and we can use them only at the stores which have signs saying Kanetsuho is available. I went to try this interesting shopping and bought a sweets which also have marks of Kanetsuho on them. In my hometown, Nishinomiya, it's Spoken's sister city. Most people don't know what Kanetsuho is. But in Kanonji City, most people do, as well as its history. So this project shows us how people in Kanonji City love their local area, and also their special culture, which is using money in interesting way. You all got real Kanetsuho, so they are souvenirs from Kanonji City, so please take it with you. Finally, money of the world. I'd like to tell you about origin of names and history of coins. For origin of names, I'll talk about Japan and China. First, Japan didn't have any circular coins, but tried to follow Western countries and began to make it. And it was same for China, so actually, Japanese yen and Chinese yuan means circle in Chinese character. And they are also representing the circulation of money. So some countries are affected by other countries, and especially for Japan and China, because of its close place, they had the same idea. And so sometimes origin of currency is connected. Next, I'd like to tell you about history of coins. And Japanese people first used shells for battling. And because of this, we still have shells in our Chinese characters for money. This means shell. This means to buy. And this means saving. So you can see shells in them. In conclusion, each country has special custom, characteristic, and origin of money, and they will show us the connection of the world because we all have money in our wallet now. Thank you for listening. You know much more about history. Now, Ayaka will tell you about coins.
Thank you, Naoko. My name is Ayaka. Naoko talked about history of Japanese money. Now, I'd like to tell you about Japanese coins. Every little coin counts. I have 3 subtopics: 2 differences between coins in the US and Japan, 2 kinds of coins with holes, and 500 yen coin. Let's begin by discussing 2 differences between coins in the US and Japan. Both Japan and the US have 6 kinds of coins. Japan has 1, 5, 10, 50, 100, and 500 yen coins. And the US has penny, nickel, dime, quarter, half dollar, and dollar coins. But American people mainly use just 4 kinds of coins: penny, nickel, dime, quarter. So most Japanese might never have seen half dollar and dollar coins. Also, when Japanese use the US coins, we are confused by the names. Because American people call their coins penny, dime, not 1-cent coin, not 10-cent coin. This is very interesting for Japanese people. On the other hand, Japanese people call all coins blah blah yen coin. It's very easy, isn't it? Most of Japanese coins have pictures of plants and buildings. They have cultural meanings. In contrast, American coins have many kinds of pictures. Particularly, the quarter is very interesting. They have people, especially profile, plants, and buildings. This is 1 yen coin. Sapling on this coin means Japan keeps developing. This is 10 yen coin. This coin has Hodo Hall of Byodo-in Temple. It's a World Heritage Site in Kyoto, and an evergreen broadleaf tree. It has green leaves all year, even cold winter. This is 100 yen coin. Cherry blossoms are Japanese national flower. Let's move on to 2 kinds of coins with holes. 2 kinds of Japanese coins, the 5 and 50 yen coins, have holes. Why do they have holes? They have 3 reasons. The first reason is to distinguish them from the other coins. This is useful for blind people to know which coin is which. We can recognize just by touching them. The second reason is to protect from counterfeiting. And the final reason is to save on raw materials. The 5 yen coin can save 5%, and the 50 yen coin can save 4%. This is 5 yen coin. You can see the sheaf of rice, gear, river or sea on the front of this coin, and seedling on this back. The sheaf of rice means farming and agriculture. Gear is industry. River or sea is fishing, and seedling is forestry and new democracy of Japan after World War II. These were designed to mean success of all business. Also, the 5 yen is pronounced as goen in Japanese. This is the same as another Japanese word, goen, which means good luck. So this coin is used as a lucky coin offered at Shinto shrines and temples. This is 50 yen coin. This flower is chrysanthemum. It was chosen by Japanese people, not government. This flower is the family insignia of emperor and represents Japan. Finally, I will introduce the 500 yen coin. This coin is the biggest Japanese coin. One 500 yen coin costs 457 yen to issue. And in 1982 was called the most expensive coin in the world. This is 500 yen coin. This flower is paulownia flower. It is used as the lightest high-grade wood in Japan. On the back are printed tachibana, orange tree, and bamboo. Both were famous on furisode, which is gorgeous kimonos. I will describe 3 techniques to prevent counterfeiting: latent imaging, slanted indentation, and microscopic points and lines. Can you see the word 500 yen on each zero? This is called latent imaging. This technique uses angles and shading of reflected lights. They can be made visible by moving the coin. The 50 and 100 yen coins have indentation, but 500 yen coin's indentation is slanted. Even Japanese people don't know about this. This technique is world first technique of mass production. The 500 yen coin has microscopic points and lines technique. This is cutting edge technique. Particularly, the microscopic lines are finer than hair, so it's hard to see with the naked eyes. It's highly useful to prevent counterfeiting. All in all, there are counterfeit coins all over the world. But 2 kinds of Japanese coins have holes, and 500 yen coins have 3 techniques, including world first and cutting edge. Some techniques are useful for blind people. Also, Japanese coins have pictures of plants and buildings, and all of them have important cultural meanings. Thank you for listening. Now, Anna will tell you about Japanese paper money.
Thank you, Ayaka. My name is Anna. Oh, sorry. Sorry. I will explain Japanese paper money circulating art. I would like to explain 3 topics: technology to make paper money, the design of bills, and Japanese values. My first topic is technology to prevent counterfeiting. The Printing Bureau of Japan worries about the quality of its paper. Bank paper has differences from normal paper. Mitsumata tree and Manila hemp make it stronger and have a peculiar feel. Touch is an effective way to distinguish a real bill from counterfeiting bill. Additionally, this paper has watermarks added during the paper making stage. Originally, Japanese paper has watermarks, very small letters, and very minute lines. There are 11 lines in his eye. Also, the size of his eye is about 0.4 inch. After 2004, new techniques were added. Bar patterns for watermarks, special luminous ink, and latent pattern. This ink emits light when it's exposed to ultraviolet rays, and this pattern can be seen only when it's tilted. Also, pearl ink that has a pink semi-transparent pattern with pearl gloss, easily discernible marks, and holograms were mixed in this paper money. My second topic is the design of this paper money. There are some criteria for choosing portrait to put on money. Japan adopts a person who is actual and representative of Japan with a good reputation, and person who has a difficult face to reproduce. Also, Also, the picture of this backside is added from the symbols of Japan, such as landscape or nature, and they allow people to feel classic Japan easily. For example, The 10,000 yen banknote has the picture of Yukichi Fukuzawa, a famous thinker, and also Chinese phoenix, which was judged to have a dignity as well as the most expensive banknote. 5,000 yen banknote has the Ichio Higuchi, who represents the advantage of women in society, and a picture of an iris flower, which adds the national treasure as well. In addition, the 1,000 yen banknote is added Hideo Noguchi, a well-known medical scientist, plus Mount Fuji and cherry blossoms that are familiar to Japanese. My final topic is the Japanese values which are related to Japanese paper money. First, an attention to details helps the size of each bill to be different depending on its value. The most expensive banknote is the biggest, and the lowest value banknote is the smallest. ATMs and vending machines can sort each bill by this system. Second, Japanese value of being a consideration for others affected the design of this paper money. Politicians are sometimes considered an enemy by nearby countries, so Japanese government try to choose people who weren't related to politics basically. For example, the 1,000 yen banknote with Hirohumi Ito, who was the first prime minister in Japan, was cancelled in 1983 because he was the hero in Japan, but he was considered an enemy by Korea because of invention there. On the other hand, An Jung-gan, who killed Hirohumi Ito, was regarded as a superhero in Korea. Japanese government select people who are writers and scientists to avoid dispute and complaints from nations who have had anything to do with Japan, especially before World War II. Also, this consideration makes this paper money easy for blind people to use. There are two techniques for them. One is the size of each bill, as mentioned earlier, and the other technique is the easily designable marks. These marks are embossed so the blind people can judge each bill very easily. For example, a 10,000 yen banknote has a hook shape, and an octagon is used on the 5,000 yen banknote. 2,000 yen banknote has 3 circles, and 10,000 yen banknote has a straight thick line. Finally, the bills aren't colorful in spite of the fact that about 14 colors are used. The reason is a unique Japanese sense of color related to wabi-sabi, which are talked about in earlier presentation by Marina and Aiko. Wabi means austere refinement, and sabi is quiet simplicity. At first glance, they may not seem to be showy, but close look at them shows they are colorful. In addition, 2,000 yen banknote has Japanese time-honored pictures. This picture is kotobagaki, a literary note of the tale of Genji. This was adapted because this attractiveness is highly appreciated. Also, the letters are written in calligraphy, which shows the beauty of handwriting, and this represents the Japanese mind. In conclusion, paper money is a symbol of each country. So, Japanese paper money includes great technologies and artistic design which have to do with deep Japanese value. In other words, paper money is a cultural fruit of each nation. Thank you for listening. That's all our presentation. We talked about the history of Japanese money, Japanese coins, and Japanese paper money.
Have you learned a lot from our presentation? We said we love money at the beginning of our presentation, but it was because money is not only for buying things, but also has magnificent backgrounds, amazing technology, and beautiful designs. Although we use money every day, we rarely think about its deep culture. But through our presentation, we hope you have become interested in not only Japanese money, but also your country's money. Thank you for listening.
Now, our assistant will show you Japanese money. So don't steal them, please.
Does anyone have questions?
Yes, sir.
What is your impressions of American money?
The question is, what is our impression think of American money? Impression. For me, when I came to America for the first time, I was surprised at the system of quota. They have many pictures each state. So when I see different pictures, I think it's real coin, but it's also real coin. I was a little confused. So now some of my friends collect the bills. So so my most impression thing of American money is the system of quota. Yes, thank you.
I was confused by the penny and nickel because nickel is bigger than a dime. No, nickel is bigger than dime. So I was always picked up nickel for 10 cents.
For me, actually, before I came to America for the first time, I learned how American coins are with toys, and they are very light. So when I saw real coins, it's so heavy. So I was surprised at that weight. Does anyone have any questions? Yes.
Yes. What? What do you do?
The question is, what do we do with Japanese money? Of course, we buy things. Yes, and sometimes collect them. Like in my presentation, I introduced ancient coins, and for like ancient coins, there were some collectors for ancient coins, so we can collect them.
And even Japanese people use the 5 yen coin as a charm, kind of charm. So the 5 yen coin has hole, as I said, and many American people do that. So as charm.
Yeah,
Good coin.
Yes, sir.
What is the value of the small coin you gave us? How many yen, or what part of yen?
The question is, what is the value of the coins which I gave you? I bought that 10 coin tsuho for 300 yen. So, sorry, I'm not good at calculation. 30 yen and 30 cents, about 30 cents per one. Yes.
Does anyone have questions?
Yes.
ma'am.
Do you throw your money into fountains to make a wish?
The question is, we throw the coins to fountain for wish? Yes. I think yes. Sometimes I see there are many coins in the fountain, but I think it's more popular than it's more popular that threw away in osai senbako. It's kind of the box in temple to wish our to dreams come true, our wish. Yes. Yes.
Yes, mom.
In America, it's often said that money is dirty, especially coins, because many people touch. Do Japanese people think money is dirty?
The question is, Japanese money is as dirty as American coins? The answer is yes. So we show you the 500 yen and picture and our assistants, but some coins are old, so some coins are hard to see with 500 yen in the zero. And some 10 yen coin, particularly 10 yen coin, is very, sometimes look black.
Yes, mom.
Is it common in Japan to give money as a gift? And if so,
The question is, do Japanese people often give the money? Often give money
Present?
as present. I think. Yes. It's sorry. It's New Year's Day. Children can get many money from parents or relations, and sometimes birthday or Christmas. Also, children, especially children, can get money from my parents. Yes.
did you give money today for your birthday? Happy birthday.
Happy birthday!
Thank you. Before I came here, I received money from my grandparents. Thank you.
Is there any?
Thank you for listening.
Money, money, money. Must be funny.
Thank you very